Alright, I'm changing my camera view.
Change
Oh,
the camera.
we're live now.
It just happened. I tried to give enough warning.
Hey, did you mark this 18? Because I'm totally going to say dick.
I think I even gave like a 3 announcement there.
Oh, you did change it?
Live. We are live? No, we're going to be.
We are.
I know. We are now.
No. Did you mark your shit to 18?
No, public.
Yeah, so,
Oh, well, dick.
hey, you can half blame this guy. Only half though, because I accept it.
No. Oh, that's the thing. They always used to say, don't cuss and go crazy like the first 5 minutes of your stuff, really. Which I don't think, in the grand scheme of things, that really matters. With the computers running everything.
Right. Oh. So what are you gonna have at your auction Monday?
I don't know yet. I'm doing that now.
I know. Cool.
Coins?
Oh, U.S. territories. Part of and the states. No wonder. Okay, I was going to say. I must be pretty proud of those quarters. Yeah.
How many auction items should I do?
I was happy with tonight.
I don't know how many that was, but that was short.
A short. You did. Okay, I left a couple off that were passes, but I wrote down 25 of them.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I say 30. To see if I tell you 25, then you're going to go with 30 because I know you.
That was hurt, mister. I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
Who's sorry and not doing what again? Because I'm confused.
I put the blanket over Riddick's head like normal, and he cried the second it touched his head.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, Scent Hoarder's not apologizing to me for like.
He cried the
no
second.
way.
Really light, clean blanket touched his head. He cried.
Baby, just wrap around his little shoulders. Poor baby. Sucks.
I can't help you, buddy. I don't know what to do, man. I know.
Well, should I split up these 64 Kennedys? Because I'm surprised they didn't sell. Maybe I'll do a group lot of 3.
Yeah. I said I'd do. If I were king.
America.
Oh my gosh, Scarlet Cross chick looks like Annie Lennox. Like reincarnated. That's crazy.
Riddick, I would help you if I knew how, pal.
Okay, I got a triplet lot of those.
Good boy.
I'm doing my YouTube skimming because, well, I'm just not ready to play with any coins yet. Oh, he screwed up. He didn't even have a stream. Oops. Well, that was easy. Oh, be more on. That's why I hate this thing. Roku does not like update like the computer. Yeah, Far North's still alive, so
I'm not worried about who all comes in at first. Mine are normally triple starts anyway. I never have too many head on in right off the bat.
oh, see, our chef's not there.
I'm messaging. He must be busy.
Yeah, you should see. He's got all sorts of activities on his desk.
Oh, BR Chef's in there?
Yeah, he's on panel.
On whose?
It's Far North, Be Our Chef, Cornrow Hunting Couple. I'm guessing Get Pickled is Party Pickle, and then E.
You guys want that over there? That's not a problem. That is where the community lies.
No, I mean I could watch at the same time. I'm just saying that's where like the people that we talk to are at, like Mikey Archaeology, Silver Nitrate, yada yada. Yeah. You know, our peeps. That we would hang out with and talk to and yada.
Oh, that's retarded. I'm really happy I looked at this page. You know that there's a Morgan variety on a very common date, very expensive on the variety.
I like to hear common date because that means I probably still got it laying around.
Yeah, so.
Fire hand cards. What the heck are those?
What?
Fire hand cards. I'm interested.
No idea.
Me neither. That's why I'm like, I like that new stuff has been popping up. Because I'm like, what is this? Where'd it go? Literally, where'd it go? But yeah, that was odd. Oh, this is too much to type. Hold. Yeah, I was doing one of my no take a breath 9-second long messages to hidden.
I just had to set it up to where one of my cameras can view the chat because when I enlarge the TV, it takes away the comments.
I know, I'm kind of angrified. My computer will not do for some reason with the Roku, the screen share, and it's always done it before.
The update obligated me to have Microsoft, or this new Microsoft, and it's absolutely garbage. It wouldn't let me do anything. It wouldn't let me change my avatar. It wouldn't let me change my microscope or the camera at all. It refused to allow me to even give access to anything. I had to go to my default programs and reset my default web browser back to Chrome. Because it won't even let me delete the Microsoft that it threw on there with the update.
So I need to not use my Chrome browser, do the update and get access, and then go back to using Chrome as the default.
If that might work. Unless it did the update already and it just threw you on to whatever default browser it wanted to.
No, I use Chrome as the default, but I mean this, yeah.
That's how I had mine set up, and then when I turned my computer on yesterday, it was not. Very frustrating.
It just made me wonder about something else. If my phone will do that with the Fire Stick, because I think the Fire Stick does not Yeah. Oh, see, that's something else. That's not MatchNet because it used to work with this computer because my Fire Stick is on the list. So, somebody did say, yeah, check your firmware update on the Fire Stick, which I told you about that. That took like 2 seconds. So I think you're on the with the Microsoft bit.
Sound here.
Yeah, someone.
What's up, Hector?
Hey, Hector. Oh, there's my hand.
I have to put it streaming chat.
You don't get full boxes of new. Well, just be a smarty pants over the Kindle box.
Weird.
I miss messing with him too.
Who?
Kindle.
What's up, X?
Wouldn't let me copy. Yeah.
Hey, Zafiel. Microsoft programs never have problems. I hope you're being sarcastic. I'm trying to figure out what the heck BRSF's going through. Like everybody's doing something else. Or not something else, but just everybody's doing something different.
X, I replied to your email, buddy. I'm just waiting for the person to email me back. See if I can get you those cheaper. Well, we have this list so far for the
Cool.
shenanigans.
Are you liking those white bags that you can write on the outside? Or clear with the white?
Love them.
Excellent, aren't they? You showed me you had those. I was like, oh, yeah. You're going to like them.
They are life-changing.
Yep. Did you know, when I get those from Lemon Head Painting, I always keep them. Sit Hoarder, can you see what I've got up here still?
I remember that.
What? You gave me that. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Heck yeah, buddy.
It makes a good hiding spot, too. I don't know what's stuck in there at this point. Oh, Hector's nickels. Say, Hector. That'd probably be why I couldn't find him or forgot about him. And it was like, oh, buddy. Some S's, some W's, you know. See, Hector, that just says you're important because you're up there with stuff that is important to me. Oh crap! I have too much stuff I have to mail out. I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, I gotta mail that ring. Well, it's a surprise for the brain. Oh, check this out. Tim gave me this the other day. It's the coin guide. I'm gonna have to turn this light on because it's like faded. Yeah, from 1968.
That's cool. Hey,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I bought 1981 from my coin dealer for like $3 or $2 or something.
Hey, X. What kind of stuff do you collect and buy? What's your favorite?
Me?
Hector, I know what you like, buddy.
Oh, Zaphiel.
Oh. Well, I can't see the chat. I'm over here at my parents' house.
Oh. Still cleaning?
Oh, heck yeah.
I wish I was there. I'd come and help you because that's kind of my thing.
If I had the money, I'd give you the plane flight.
You're like, I'm over it.
Shit, who's in my house?
Well,
I still got it.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to just say that I just got finished with the kitchen, the tops and the counters, the cabinets. I have to do the cabinets and the drawers inside and underneath the cabinets. I finished the pantry. I did the first 2 shelves. I'm taking all the GMO, gluten-free, anything that's health-wise that I know my parents didn't use or eat. It's going to go to my sister's because she bought all that stuff. Cleaned out the refrigerator, cleaned under the refrigerator, took out the microwave and oven unit out and cleaned all behind there. I did the first cabinets above the hood. I'm going to replace the hood tomorrow. So
I thought you were still packing stuff up. I was like, I'm good at
That
the
too.
packing up stuff. Like
Yeah, that too.
you said oven, and I'm like, I'm out.
I'm cleaning too, though. I'm clean. That's what I mean by cleaning is that I find things that are not my parents that's going out and put it in boxes.
Right.
That's where I'm finding all the change. Jeez, I tipped over the couch yesterday and I found $1.51. Yeah, I heard my name from across the ways. I was in the pantry doing a load of wash, and I heard my name come back. I was in the middle of some stuff, so I wasn't really paying attention until I heard my name. So I'll be working while you guys are while I'm listening.
See, Hector's still doing it the right way. That's how I used to actually get stuff done still. That's why I was like,
yeah. I did the same thing with my coins last night, or even when you guys were doing the auction today. That's all I was doing was on my coins.
Oh, I mean, I used to like drag the computer outside with me, and I'd trim the hedges or take it with me and like clean the dog, and yeah.
Oh, I got stuff to do. I did that in my garage.
Oh God, Tim and I cleaned the garage before he did that stream the other night, and he went beyond today. And oh my gosh, it looks so much better. So happy.
Nice, X.
Yeah, it's a good feeling to get that stuff like that done, for sure. What was that you had tonight? A seated quarter?
Yeah.
What year was it? Because I wanted to look at in this book.
53 arrows raised.
Okay.
X, do you do sets or anything, or you just like collecting silver?
You need any 64 proof sets? 66 SMS sets, maybe?
Arrows at date. Arrows at date renewed. What?
Yep, enjoy that, Hoovy.
I'm not loving this book.
Hoovy, what's that book say in 09 SVDB's worth back then?
Yeah, let's look at that instead. That's a little less perplexing than the this is this way, but this is that way.
X, do you like foreign coins? If so, if somebody's bored and wants to look up what a 1922 un peso goes for. So I know once you get into 21 and 22, some of them are really low mintages.
Okay, the 1909 SVDB in a good back in 1968 was $110.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm gonna look in the 81 book and see how much it jumped from. Just for poops and
You know
giggles.
how worn your contacts are getting until you change one of them, and then look at the difference between one eye and the other one.
And it feels so good, and it's like a whole new world.
Yeah, then the other eye's like, oh, this is crap.
Yeah, get this other one out. We need a new one. Okay.
Unfortunately, I go through periods of time without changing my contacts that when I finally do, my eyelid feels so foreign going across my eyeball that it hurts.
Okay. An SVDB by 81 and a G4 was 200, so it almost doubled. So from 110 to 200
Hmm.
in what, 12 years?
I had to mute myself because I turned on the vacuum cleaner. Do you guys know anything about coffee tables, or dining room set tables where they expand to add a new leaf to it? Is there supposed to be like a grease or something between the gears?
A what?
Sometimes it's like real goopy.
Goopy? You mean like
Yeah.
silicone?
Not like silicone, like somebody stuck a blob of Vaseline in it.
Oh,
Because they'll usually be all, well, I mean, just from time, but get darker. I mean, obviously, because it's not like freshly there, but
right.
is it one like where it's easier for like two people, like one person's on each end, and it's got the little pegs that,
Right.
yeah.
And then it's got a sprocket in the middle of one side, and there's rails that go inside the two sides of the board. One holds each other, and then all of a sudden they've got like
It's like three or four of them,
like
like
a
they just
sawtooth,
stack.
like a sawtooth blade that goes in opposite directions.
Yeah. I don't think those need greasiness.
Hmm.
I'm not
Okay.
sure because you said something about that sprocket bit, so I'm like, right.
Yeah, there's a sprocket with like a saw blade with teeth,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a star-looking kind of sprocket, and then it just pulls in opposite direction. When you push them together,
Oh,
it turns in the right direction, both sides.
that might need a little bit of greasiness on it. It's almost like those old wheel, like pattern cutters used to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks like it kind of reminds me of that. Or like a spur, I mean, tinier and not as, dangerous, but, one that looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
usually tables like that, if they haven't been pulled apart, it's easier to have two people doing it, and you're still pulling it apart pretty hard. What'd I do?
Sorry, one moment, please. I didn't mean to make it get all weird. No. But I don't want this screen. I want the other one. You need this one, but with me being the presenter. How do I make me be the presenter here?
Put where it'll highlight yours blue. It'll make the blue box around yours, and then pull it over to where I'm at, and it should just switch us around.
Oh, no, I have to drag you to some. I can't do it the other way for some reason.
No, you did it.
Oh, no, I had to click you and drag you instead of me dragging my.
Ah,
That way I had to do it the opposite.
Thank
Gotcha.
you, Rex. I gotta find that coin now so I can put it in the auction. I want to put a freaking half cent in there, but those just don't.
They're not out enough yet.
They don't.
you gotta have a certain crowd that does those.
I know, and they just don't get. I mean,
Excited.
it breaks my heart selling them for like $30 like that because you can't replace them. Yeah, I think it'd be different if I wasn't such a hardcore collector myself.
Yeah, that's where that attachment thing I was talking about comes into it. 'Cause I know I'm like, no, you can't. I can't let that go to you for this price.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're better at it than I am, but I'm almost like. I mean, everybody gets it. Everybody likes to get a good deal too, though. So that's where you start realizing, you're like, okay, you know, I can't always just. Well, I did. It's like it can't always go my way. Not saying it did, because I definitely, you know, I've made some bad purchases in my day, but live and learn.
It is what it is.
Exactly. A butt ton.
The truest, most hated statement in the world. It is what it is. I know it is, but don't tell me because it makes me very angry.
Or how about, you know what you know? Had somebody tell me that at just the wrong time, and I was like, man, I guilted myself. I didn't even have to get any coaxing. It's like, oh, you got me. Like, I'm not poker face, you know.
Oh no, before we do that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine.
What is it?
Oh, I was reading over on the other stream.
Oh, that Canadian note, Stern?
No. Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah. You'll have to go back and watch the stream I was watching earlier, Soundwater, because you'll be like, God bless America.
Mhm.
We're gonna get there someday.
I want to try it.
Spending $100 every month on stickers. God.
Mm?
Oh, I was reading the chat on
I was like, who the hell does that?
Silver Nitrate said that. He said he was, not that he is. Between Silver Nitrate, Little Nitrate, Clan, and bumper stickers, and Grandma. And I thought he only had like 2 of those bumper stickers made at all, because he put one in the auction that was on my channel for
I'll be right back.
Next.
Okay.
Okie doker. I still think that's so cool.
I think it's funny to hide the date on the reverse over here.
I don't think you'd shown me that before. Or maybe you did show me where the date was, but I was like really tired and like, yeah, I heard you say it, but didn't see.
Act June 30th, 1864.
Oh, wow.
And these are made. Those are printed on the bills. I think it's weird that they chose to do that.
Oh, Zaphiel, I've got just the person for you if you bought foreign currency.
And it was actually made. Oh, that's weird. This is Act on June 30th. And then this one says Act of March 30. I want to say 31st because anything other than that would just be ridiculous.
Right? it's kind of limited.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. Where did your YouTube pop-out chat go for me? Okay, there it is. I was going to say. Ridiculous.
National Banknote of New York.
Yeah, I do like some constitutional. I'm kind of getting, I don't know, I just bounce all over, so I can't say I'm like focused on any one thing, because that would be a lie. Huh. Is he bringing it?
I think he's tuning it so he can rock
Oh, good, because I'm going to message Con and tell him to come listen, because I've been bragging about Scent Order for a minute.
Go cheater.
Exactly. It makes me happy.
Yeah, this isn't a small date. That's a bug.
Mm.
No, it's not. I think this is FS113. I mean, the O kind of shows over here. It's not one of the big spots. The W's.
Okay, can't do that one. Where's the brain? Where's her name?
Yes.
I guess I should find out if he's gonna play anything for a minute, just so he can.
What y'all talking about?
Mashed taters.
Oh, I was like, "Are you gonna play?" Because I was like, I was gonna message Con because I told him he should really hear you play sometime.
We'll do it one day.
Oh, not tonight.
Well, I don't care, I guess.
Let me see if he's awake.
Hey, Freebird! We want to hear Freebird! That's funny every time. I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of concert it is. It's still funny.
Anytime you guys see me turn my mic off, it's because I'm about to put on the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know that struggle. I had it yesterday. I wasn't turning it on, but somebody else was. I was like, really? I just butchered the spelling of mandolin, but okay.
How dare you?
I know.
Redonkulous. Uh-oh, my wife's got the blender out. I can hear it.
Oh, snap. Did she enjoy herself some attitude adjustment this evening?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I have to do this.
Everybody needs some attitude adjustment once in a while.
I found another 53D roll.
Like emotional chiropractic.
Another what?
Another 53D roll.
Ooh. Okay.
How many good
Now I
ones
gotta
did you
find
pull
this
out?
string again.
3? 17? How many good ones did you pull out of that last one you found?
A lot.
I couldn't remember. I knew you had the 2 rolls, and I couldn't remember which one produced the kick-assness, as it were.
54. Well, the 53D roll I opened up last time had a FS brush.
It had 2 of them in there, right?
No, just one.
Oh, okay.
Where's my hand at?
But I don't think I'm gonna search this room. I'm gonna just.
Is this thing broken? Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sell this roll probably in the auction.
Oh, we have 3 people watching. How's it going, you 3
I'm back.
Jamigos?
Hector, did your dad have any cool firearms?
Yeah, he did, but he gave them to his brother. He had a 1941 Nambu 6.5
Yeah.
Japanese Luger. It was a 6.5 millimeter.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he sold it for. Well, actually, he sold it to his brother, but he got an offer for $1,000 for it. But that was years ago. Plus, he had a samurai sword, and he has a Japanese bayonet, the one that goes on the long rifle.
Whoa.
And FS101.
Here, I'm going to show you guys something that I put together for my dad before he passed.
Oh wow, Hector, that's cool, buddy.
That's nice.
Button.
That's his picture. That's his picture in the middle.
Wow.
He was 19 years old when he got out.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna-
That star on the left next to his picture, that's the Bronze Star.
That's
And then that's
really
his
cool.
division infantry patch, his Purple Heart, his Philippine World War II Liberation commemorative medals, his Good Conduct Medal, and his victory over the Axis Power medal.
You did a really nice job on that. And there's the quote unquote hot pepper.
Yeah. I tell my wife that. She goes, "You mean to tell me they can't tell between a patch and a terra leaf?" And I go, "I guess not."
Somebody was on panel with us one night and they knew what it was right away and explained it. And I was like, party pickle. He did.
Yeah, because he was in the military. That was the division that he was part of, but his was the 25th, which was absorbed into the 24th was absorbed into the 25th Infantry.
That's why I was like, finally, somebody that knows what it is. I mean, I didn't, in the first place, but. Did Sitharder run off?
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
Okay. Let's hear it.
You want me to play, really?
Rebirth.
Let me go get that. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know the rights to this music that we played. I don't know if I need to be said or not.
Hey, Hector, what was the Bronze Star for?
For valor in combat.
Right,
He
Raphael was asking.
what details he tells me was that when they arrived on the second wave, he attacked a position and he left everybody behind him. And he attacked a position and something like that. I'm not.
Right.
He wasn't really too much into talking about a lot of stuff.
He Chuck Norris'd it.
Yeah. Well, I know you said you couldn't see the chat because you were busy, so I figured I'd
Oh,
ask
thanks.
for him.
As a matter of fact, I can't get my son-in-law to show me his medals. He spent 6 years in Iraq.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd even want to think about that either, as much as I'd drug out. Just, oh, God.
Well,
Too many
I have a
tours.
lot of students who went. That's kind of the scary part.
Yeah.
I mean, if these kids were psycho when they left the United States, I can only imagine what they're like when they're coming back.
Yeah, I've got a friend with a brother that like that. I mean, he deals with it really well, considering.
Yeah.
Right.
They're using mushrooms to help with PTSD now too. It's ridiculous.
Well, he worked
yeah.
at a mental state facility. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure he still does. But they had a client pass away, and just like automatic for him, he closed their eyes and put their hands up across their chest, and you're not supposed to move somebody, for them to come do their whole, evaluation when they come in there. But it's just and I thought it's not weird to to touch somebody's past, but just that it was so automatic for him. They didn't think, oh wait, I'm not supposed to do that because of the rules at work here. Just
Once you're institutionalized, in condition to do so. It's so hard to
No, he's not institutionalized. He works at
Well,
one.
no. Being institutionalized, it's like when dudes go to jail for so long. When they get out, they still have the muscle memory to do all that shit. That's being institutionalized. Like if you like, I feel like I was institutionalized because I was in a warehouse for so long that I fucking was just straight up conditioned for a warehouse. I forgot how to live.
Oh yeah, I went and had my 10-day vacation. That's been a few years ago, but yeah. There he is.
It's a private chat. Who's in the private chat? You're lucky. This took a long time to do this. And play the mandolin and then like eat 2 notes. Like, what the F, bro?
Thanks, buddy. I like it gets so pretty too.
Good cat's hard to find. He's using the F word, just so you know, Sam Horgan. Aware of that.
Yay!
That's the problem is putting the damn thing down now.
Oh darn!
Amazing, Sam Horgan. That is amazing.
No, I dropped my pick. Where'd it go? Oh, there it went.
I'm so glad Con finally got to hear you. How many weeks have I been saying? I was like, oh,
A long time.
yes, to both of you back and forth. I was like, ah.
Yeah, John.
Mm.
Well, that sounds super fancy.
Yay!
Play free bird.
Okay, enough of that nonsense.
Con and I actually did the play Freebird to Raven Hawk a while back. And he did it. I was like, man, Stern is missing that. Darn it.
I think the last time I did that, it was at like a Sublime concert, Sublime with Rome. I was like, play free bird.
But I was like, your line got used. And it worked. So I was like, oh, you should be here. And then it got cut off. But
I
still.
like when I go to hockey games and when the announcer yells, there's 1 minute left or 1 minute remaining in the period, and I hear somebody else yell, and the Red Wings still suck, because it lets me know that it's catching on.
Heck yeah, Con. Thanks, buddy.
That's like one of my favorite things to cut on.
Yeah, Con, like, that's what I love. He'll go through like different. He's like anybody does. Like, I'm in more of the mood for like folk music or this style or that. And then after, it was just like the right timing. Like, I didn't. Well, I knew that probably about him for a few months, and then you busted that out one night, and I was like, sucking all the air out of the room. Not the fun. It's like, I know somebody that can appreciate that.
Send titties, pet kitties, suck titties. America. That's the comment.
All right, Con. I'm glad you came out of lurking mode.
That's my advice. Or don't pet the sweaty shit and don't sweat sweaty shit.
Yeah, something.
I can't think of what else to put in the auction.
What else would flip you? What?
I can't think of what else to put in the auction.
Do I have access to the list via?
It's just on paper for right now.
You're like, yeah, if you could do it via not Google Drive.
PDF in that auction.
Yeah, I need to learn the rest of the spreadsheet. Like, what do you call it? I don't know, but the extra part that he does where it'll start making a graph and then it'll separate like what particular coin sold better what week and this and that. Like, oh yeah, like he has that thing.
Maybe I should put up like $1 coin. Who was that? Was that me?
Not it.
Not me.
Jinx.
It was Con.
Right on.
All right, better.
Wait, who's Doctor Who coin collecting? I just know like straight up Doctor Who. I can also collect coins.
Here we go. We've got a 1935 PCGS Rattler MS64 full band.
You want to just give that to me? That's super nice of you.
I made noise first.
I'm liking these varieties that are popping out like Matthew McConaughey and Lincoln's.
Dude, just pull the ripcord on it. You know you want to send it in.
Lincoln's before I got paid to drive Lincoln's.
See, even to that, I mean, I know exactly what I'm looking at because from this morning.
This one's not the same one, potentially. I don't know. I've mixed them all up since this morning.
Now what?
This one houses the small date.
No, not the penny, the Lincoln.
Well, I know, but I mean this set.
I mean, not the. Oh my gosh, I got all effort up. No, that N looked funny. It looked like the one that we were looking at this morning, but that's not the right year, is it?
Yeah, and it's got this weird 3 on the eye, and that's how I know it's the small date, because they all share this weird little.
Oh wait, we were looking at what, a 60 something this morning?
64.
Okay. My bad. I thought you weren't looking at a set. I thought you'd switched out just because that N looked funky like the 64. But then I saw that hair and I was like, no, not the same one.
No.
Bing, 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 bing. It makes me feel like I should be at the apple orchard getting donuts and, and apple butter and I don't know. Just like fall.
I love this weather.
I want to get pistachio butter. That turd makes some on Zombieland #1, and I've never found it before.
Like for real, or
He makes it's like peanut butter, but green and made from pistachio and not peanut.
oh, in the movie. I was gonna say my cousin Lisa went to the premiere of that, and like she knows the Zombieland people. But...
In the movie, he makes a pistachio butter and jelly sandwich, and I've been so intrigued that I've hunted for it ever since at world markets and such.
Dude, just look it up. I'm sure you could like make it in a food processor. No. Crack that whip. Okay, I've got 2 blank YouTube screens. What's my problem up here?
Where is it?
I have a question. Does anybody run their household heater on propane, liquid propane?
I do not.
No, I live in an apartment.
Okay.
They would not trust individuals with that much propane at their disposal.
I'm trying to figure out, what do you guys pay in price over in your neck of the woods compared to us?
How much is it there a pound?
$3.69 a gallon.
I think it's 4 something here.
Oh, it's only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom and stepdad, they've got propane.
I don't know what it is right now.
Prices are ugly.
See what it is in Colorado, Hector. I know you're all about it.
Well, he had a question, not to answer.
Right.
I'm called Bobby Guy.
My hand's a little full right now too.
I'm finding sweet varieties.
Well, when you're the host, you have to wear many hats.
Sweetness. So how's everybody doing this evening? It says we have 3 watchers left, and I'm gonna guess one of them happens to be this ginger feller named Khan that we tend to associate with, even though he
Then I'm one.
really foul language.
I was one, but I'm up in the panel now.
One of them's not me. I got 2 in the panel.
So we got a mystery.
I have a mystery Midlark.
Oh boy.
So yeah, you're gonna call
In
me,
the old.
don't call me
in
to
the
come
old
until you actually give this a look.
No. That's not what I was getting at.
Does anybody remember the old days at IRC? Internet Relay Chat?
I came around in the MSN chat days.
Okay, it's basically like a chat room, but as soon as you enter the chat, you're already told who's in the room and how many people are there. So normally you don't have anybody invisible unless like I don't know, the old program Yahoo, you would put yourself invisible and you go into a room, but
Okay, well I did that before then.
yeah, that was called manual, if I remember correctly. Manual internet relay chat, and everybody would go in, and you couldn't be hiding from anybody. And sometimes they even show your IP.
Oh shoot!
Ooh, I didn't know that
Oh
part,
yeah,
but yeah.
that was the old days.
Yeah, because there used to be like a bunch of them on Yahoo or something. Or yeah, it was like they're like, of course, there's a St. Louis is STL chat room, and yeah, you run into like all sorts of people that knew from like this area that live an hour away, but they were like, hey, that's the closest thing to, so like, hey, going to concerts or this or that, ball games and stuff. That was actually pretty fun.
Can't wait to give you microscope for business.
But yeah, you could definitely go in and see if the person you were looking for that you like specifically wanted to talk to was in there or not. And then if not, you get out of there. It was kind of convenient, really, now that you brought it up. Yeah, I don't think that's America's Forgotten Quarter, buddy.
What's that?
How old is this video?
Yeah.
I mean, 2016 wasn't that long ago, right? Just saying. Fast forward to 20 minutes of stuff.
So what's anybody else doing?
Make the list. Checking it twice.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, you're still working on the auction. You just haven't talked about anything you're throwing in there yet.
Oh, I'm holding a 35 Merc right now, seeing what it goes for.
Oh, and the Rattler, full band. Didn't forget.
We do have window traders. We need to clean up the TV.
What? How many items do you got?
Huh?
So how many
many
items we got?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wah. Okay, I was like, I'm still feeling like my camera's froze, but I guess not.
31.
Yeah, that's good. Because you know that night you'll like throw 2 or 3 more on there if it's rolling good. So. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I was going to be. Forgot.
I think this flu shot's starting to make me sick. That's bad.
Oh, my TV was dirty. That's nasty.
That's just nasty.
He wasn't ready. Oh, that's exponentially clear. You deserved a big word like exponentially.
He wasn't ready. That's so funny to say.
He wasn't ready. No.
Okay, let's get this.
Well, I'm still gonna send it. Boo? They're not saying boo, they're saying boo earns. Right. A little bit better. You sure you don't want your con? I can throw that good old.
What's up, coin caption? Coin captain. So weak, dude.
You trying to make fun of me, Tribe Turkey?
Me?
You never punched in your jujitsu?
I can run faster than you.
I don't necessarily believe you still. Have you been training since the last time we went over this?
Yep.
Video or else it never happened.
Charge you for it.
I'll race you to the video. This dude challenged me to a fight, so I agreed to it. I was like, yeah, let's bring it from the mother effer. And I'm pretty sure the next words out of his mouth was, well, I can run faster than you. What? That's no, first of all, and what? Challenging me to a fight, well, I can run faster than you, so whatever. That's a lot. Yeah, it's something I'll remember forever, and I think I might use it before I get into my next fight. Which could never happen considering I've only been in like 3 outside of the ring.
I would have been like, I'm coming after you, Napoleon. He
Two of those were the same person.
actually jumps on my bike. Dorking out.
That's just crap.
Hey, Queen Captain, what's up?
So if anybody needs any 64 proof sets, let me know. Centaur is doing an auction on Monday. Time is to be determined. Last time I was eavesdropping on that conversation.
7 p.m.
7 Eastern.
So the 7 p.m. Eastern is the time that was chosen.
And if you don't like it, then no.
Yeah. Don't do that though. I appreciate
My
it.
liger will be after you. No, I don't know. I'm stuck on Napoleon Dynamite now that I opened my mouth.
Well,
What are you going to do today? Whatever I want. God, kid. Okay. I had my dork out.
she gives me boxes at $half, so you could say it's getting pretty serious.
$half do what? Make you serious, huh?
You see that meme from
Nope.
Napoleon Dynamite where he's like, yeah, she does blur. She answered the phone. So you can say it's getting pretty serious, or whatever the hell he says. They turned those into numismatic jokes.
Oh, it's like that.
Like
No.
the bank teller gives me $half dollars, so you can say it's getting pretty serious.
So who does?
The bank teller.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the far north is little meme sprees.
Oh yeah, you can't see me. I don't let my throw out. Oh. Oh, it feels good.
Yes to what, Conrad? No.
Dude, that was like 10 minutes ago.
Huh. 11. I know. But I can't remember what I had said that long ago that dictated a yes for anybody.
Dictate what?
Dictator.
Halloween's already over.
My pain is hurt?
I don't know.
So what's your giveaway for the auction tomorrow or Monday, sir? Said order.
I don't know. Probably a swift kick in the ass.
Hey crowd.
And no
you want
half cent.
5?
No halves. We're not doing any half cents.
Yeah, I could guess. Well, I did, but you know.
How about some casino tokens?
Those are cool.
You know, there. We'll have to review the play tapes, the game tapes, and let you know on somebody because that just sparked my memory of something.
Like, they actually have dance scopes for the gaming tokens and the casino tokens. I just found that out recently. I think it would be kind of cool if they look like casino tokens. Call it the Bad Decisions Across the Country tour. Every casino you get a token.
Sir, what the hell are you talking about?
Token dance scope. It would be a fun. It would be a fun bad decision vacation to go around to all the casinos and get one of their gaming tokens.
No, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, I would make a whole lot of bad decisions. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I would join you for that bad decision tour because it sounds like fun.
It's
Yay! That's what friends are for. But I don't like to gamble, so I'd be like, it's all business, dude.
I've only gambled once my entire life.
Oh,
It does not excite me.
I gamble every day. Is this fart going to end the world or not? Am I going to shark or not?
Hey, did you like? Are we going to pass like gas on this?
Okay,
I
I'm
was like,
gonna film this video real quick.
okay,
Monday is the 16th, right?
if you say so.
I will be back.
And I just missed my dang old quarter bebop that I was trying to watch. Oh well.
I'm irritated that this kind of looks like an RPM.
Guess what? Spoiler alert on mine. The arrow stayed in the same spot. Your RPM did what?
So the fact that this kind of looks like there is an RPM is kind of irritating. Because it's a year that shouldn't have any.
That's because it's MD,
Well, yeah, and it's zinc rod too.
buddy.
A weird little thing right there.
Read between the
I'm
lines.
not gonna look into it any
That's supposed
further.
to make you laugh.
Hmm.
Oh god, you're in focus mode too hard.
My scope doesn't sit where it should anymore. It sinks, just like everybody's does eventually. I saw that.
Oh dang, Sentinel's busy. I'm still trying to figure because I believe BR Chef was asking him to do that bliss or burn or whatever with the chocolate, and I said I'm down to do it for sure. But people that haven't done face reveals might have a problem with that. But I'm not one of those, so I was like, how's this gonna work?
I did not hear the key words of that sentence for my brain to know what you were talking about.
Burn or bliss, the chocolates in the box, like
I've never heard of this thing that you speak of. I
I
imagine
know
it's like a coin toss on if you're eating deliciousness or fire.
well, like Far North, and I think it was 3 or 4 other channels had it going on while
Hot chip?
Hunter had an auction going, and then BR Chef had seen it and then came back over and said, "Hey, do you want to do Burn or Bliss?" And said, "Sure." And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm down for it. I don't even know what it is." And but then I went over there and saw. I was like, "Oh, okay. Like it's a box of chocolates. It had like I don't know, like 8 or so in it, maybe." But you just gotta pull one out of there and eat it, and
Just eat it.
yeah, it's not like you got the little Russell Stover's candy map and chocolate map the shapes. It's just like nope. Either you're gonna get burned or it's just gonna be a little spicy or something. But
How's that
Is
for
there
a
any
layout?
double columns for the 92 Denver?
92 Denver, what? Proof? Not proof?
No proof, just because this extra line here in this one is a bit more than I remember seeing it, honestly.
This goes 92D, then a 94. So
I don't have that book.
Red Book does not have, or not Red, Pickers does not have it. At least last year. At least not last year's.
I don't own it yet. Well, I mean, it's not here yet. I'll have some money to some turd.
Some turd.
These are pretty
Turd
cool.
number 2. I like presidents.
I like presents.
I like my presents.
Oh my god, that was perfect timing. Hey, remember me? I'm Hector.
I'm the quiet one, remember?
Free stuff.
I'm working hard. Come on, guys. I do. Actually, envy Hector right now. I would rather be up moving around than sit on my ass.
Hoovy, I sent you that video I just recorded to proof what's in view.
Okie dokie. Artichokes.
I got caught up in my words a little bit, but I think it's okay. Hopefully, I
I'm
should be
thinking about getting. I was
did.
getting ideas for my man cave, and I was thinking about getting one of those desks that you can stand up and you can bring the desk up.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Mainly because I can't. After a while, when I sit down, my legs start getting wide, kind of uncomfortable too. So sometimes I'll stand and I'll put the laptop on top of some books so I can type more comfortably. Hey, some people already got their V75
Yeah.
ASCs.
Yeah,
Where'd
you
they get
ever
it from? One guy was from Florida and the other guy was from Hawaii.
it depends on what shipping level you did.
Hmm. What they do? Get it in 3 to 5 business days?
2, I think.
Oh shit! The average right now is about 600 to 700. There's a few of them that bought a gold piece and the silver.
What? Ooh,
The 75, the V75 nickel. Sorry, ASC 2020.
Oh, yeah.
They got the gold one and they got the silver one.
What was the mintage on it? Because I know one was like really low. I didn't know if they were both like. I mean, I
Was
figured they were both low.
3,000 or 1,900 or something.
I thought it was
I
2,000.
think 11,000 on something.
Yeah.
None of us agree.
I think the gold was under 2,000.
Okay, I think silver was 11,000.
Yeah, the silver was in between 11 and 30. I don't know. Both
No,
numbers.
the silver was 75,000.
75.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, because B75.
Okay, for the reverse proof S.
No, I don't think it was a reverse proof, was it?
No, it was just proof.
Freebie.
Hey, would most of those get graded out below S? Would they be graded below S70?
It's 75% hit 70, 25% hit 69. I would say from what I've seen. Don't quote me, but
Okay.
ish.
I had to take a break. The pine saw fumes were getting to me.
Okay. Now 75,000 on the privy one.
Ruby, did you try to get a 75?
No.
You didn't try?
No. Then
Yeah, we got time for that.
200,000 on the mintage limit's none on the just regular 2020 without the privy.
I have the 2020 ASC, the regular.
Yeah. I just got the bullion. I didn't get like a proof. What is this customize business? Oh, add a personal message. What? Goofy.
On which one?
The W.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was the third one down out of the 3. It said for $8.95 each. Add personal message. It's optional. Mintage limit none. Product limit none.
I was hoping that the school will be opening back up in January, but it does look that way.
Tim just found out, well, our friend Tim, that his daughter, she was off for 2 weeks. She's going to be off another 2 weeks now.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like, wow, that flew by for me, but not for him. I'm sure. It's like, wow. It always makes you wonder if it didn't make it worse by letting them go to school for just that very small amount of time, because it wasn't very long at all, it seems.
Kids, people who don't see kids and see them 8 hours a day and watch them interact, they're all over each other. I mean, even high school seniors and juniors, they're in love.
Oh man, we like in grade school and stuff. We would all eat after each other, drink after each other, stick our hands in the same bag of cheese
Shit.
balls or whatever.
I have students taking water breaks and they wash their hair, both male and female. I said, "What are you doing?"
Okay, that's a new one.
It's in the bathroom. So you won't let me go to the bathroom. I said, "Well, you know something? Had I known you're gonna do that, so I had to call sanitation and tell them, hey, my kid was washing his hair in the water drink." And the joke was, "Yeah, let him drink it." I said, "I can't let you do that. You gotta do something."
That is something else, dude.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Kids don't shower no more in PE. They wear their clothes over the PE clothes after they go out to PE.
Oh.
Yeah, and especially their growing bodies, the way they shed.
Oh yeah. Like us for God, what was it? Usually like 7th graders, 8th graders, like we had PE, like that was our last thing of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then you go home.
Yeah, we can't have everybody in PE, and that's part of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have smaller schools. You have smaller class sizes.
Oh yeah, we would have 2 grades together.
Not the size of the schools, not the education in the ocean. Wait, what?
In my school, that would have been dangerous. If you put sophomores or juniors together, or freshmen and seniors. Oh no,
Yeah, they were not allowed at our school either. They had them separated on like sides of the school.
You'll be seeing some kids in trash cans.
Yeah, fresh meat sucked.
I guess we were weird. I mean, our school was, it was kindergarten was way down on one end of the building, and down that hallway, I know it went out of order, was like the 6th grade room, the 5th grade room, and the library. And then coming up the hall were the other grades. And that's it for grade school.
Rumor has it.
I'm going to go off here, you guys. I'll see you guys later.
Fine, be that way.
I'll be back. I promise you in a little bit.
Don't promise me anything.
See you soon.
Yeah, back. Peace out.
Okay. But one of the high schools, it's rumored that a shop class had welded a kid inside one of the lockers in their equipment section.
Man, you could have totally done that at our school because the shop was right off of where the junior and senior lockers were.
Yeah, well, this is the senior class, and they're supposed to be trusted.
Trusted and seniors are supposed to go in the same sentence, I don't think.
It isn't like they have senior citizens that have dementia.
Right. No, that's when you're like, we're seniors, and nothing that you guys say applies to us, and we're basically already done. We're with our credits. We're just wasting time, and you guys get paid for us to be here, and here we are. So, yeah, they wouldn't let us graduate. I think I told you that. Wouldn't let us graduate early if we had all our credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son wanted to do that, and I wouldn't let him. I said, "Why do you want to go to work early? You're going to be working the next 50 years."
Oh, who said anything about work?
Me.
It was like
I told him if he was gonna graduate in his junior year, he's gonna work or join the military.
Oh, well, see, I wouldn't have disagreed with that because I had said I wanted to go into the Navy, and my mom flipped her wig and was like, "No, you're not doing that." And I'm like, I think I probably should. And yeah, me now, she's asked me several times over the years. She's like, "Do you ever wish you would have just went ahead and did it?" And I said, "Yep," but I listened to you.
Yeah. Well, my issue was that all my seniors, when I was a freshman, and my cousins before me, when they all came back, they all telling me, "Don't go to Vietnam. Whatever you can do, don't go to Vietnam." But
Yeah.
good thing Vietnam ended the year that I graduated from high school. I mean, the draft ended the year before, but I still signed up.
Because Vietnam started what, like 69,
No, 65.
65.
Yeah, I was in first
69?
grade then. Oh yeah, they sent him as advisors. If I remember correctly, my cousin went there in '66,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my oldest cousin. But the ones that graduated in '68, they went and they came back in '70.
Okay, that's what I was always thinking. There are one of our teachers, because they'd still have like the old pictures hanging up of all the senior classes, and I thought, man, he was so lucky that the cutoff time that he wasn't part of that.
Yeah.
I think that's why that number sticks in my head. But I graduated in '98, so. Well, I'm just saying, like, at that time, there wasn't a whole lot going on. And then there was, later, a little later. But,
Yeah.
I had a buddy that signed up for the Navy, and he was, like, working the Coast Guard in California. And he's already retired. Like, he's moved back home and, doing recruiting and stuff. Like, he started doing that more than 3 years ago. And he's not even 43 yet. Probably not even 42 yet.
Had I known that there was options when you joined rather than getting drafted,
Uh-huh.
I would have joined and got out in 4 years. But then I wouldn't have a pension right now because when I started in high school, I got a pension from that store. I wouldn't have been getting it now if I didn't, if I left.
That's true.
So there's goods and bads about it.
Yeah.
I know my dad didn't want me to go. I know my
Right.
uncles all told me, don't go.
Oh yeah,
My
definitely.
cousin
Back then there was
especially
union, so you would have a pension from.
Yeah, I spent 11 years there.
Yeah.
For a job I didn't want.
Kind of fun.
Please.
It's a good funny how that worked out, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be a good funny than the alternative, but yeah. That's like around here. There's only one grocery store and I've got a friend. She graduated the same year I did, and she works in the bakery as a cake decorator. And like I hadn't seen her for 15 years probably or something. She's like, yeah, I live down the street from your dad's house, and I've been decorating the cakes in the bakery at Schnucks for since we got out of high school. And I was like, what? She's like, oh yeah, we're a union and get paid this much. And I was like, wow, you probably un-effed up things more than a lot of people.
Well, if she got out and worked in the store when she started when he was 98,
Mm-hmm.
right now she has what, 22 years
21,
in?
yeah, yep.
Yeah. That means that she qualifies after 5 years for a small pension. Then 10 years she gets a third of the pension. And then 20 years she'll get 60%. If she gets 25, she'll have 85%.
In fact, she's basically to the 25. I mean,
And she
22.
busts. She went over and do the ones.
Yeah, when you get 30, man, you're making bank now. Because everything after that is a percentage, if it's the same contract that I used to have.
Yeah.
It's a percentage for every year after that because they max out at 30 years. And then after that's just, service. And that's when you make your money.
Yeah. I'd say she'll end up doing that because that'd be gravy for her. I mean, she's like, I love
yeah.
the job. I love the people I worked around. And she's like, really no problems. And I'm like, well, you're lucky. It's like, not everybody can say that.
Yeah. And, especially, I tell my son is, he's a industrial representative for healthcare workers and medical people, sanitation like that.
Mm-hmm.
That work in county, in public hospitals for sanitation and staff support for the medical units.
Yeah.
And damn, they're not making much money, but
they should get hazard pay for that.
Well, they are. They have to because a lot of them.
Okay, I was going to say when you said they aren't getting paid anything, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, they don't get paid nothing, but they do now because of the COVID and overtime, and now they're considered essential workers.
because that's so high risk.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you one thing. Everybody who's working right now is an essential worker.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. If you don't have truck drivers to transport the food,
Mm-hmm.
the people who stock the shelves, the people who sell the groceries,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's like just even day-to-day stuff that people don't think about or took for granted. They just, you know, well, for example, Walmart's open 24 hours. Oh, I need this. I'll just run out and get it
So
because it's 11
Look what
o'clock
I
at night.
found.
Nope, not happening. What's that? More change.
Yep, I'm putting all the change in here. I'm telling you, I'm buying everything.
I was thinking the other day, is like how many places we just used to like toss change around like wherever we lived, and then like eventually like somebody would pick it up just because it would be in the way. It's like, oh, imagine what could have been laying there. Like the other day, I think Scott or Tim came in here and laid down like 13 cents, and there was a weedy in it, and I was like, yeah. It's like you just, it cracks you up that I get so excited about a penny.
Shoot, I get happy when I see a diamond in a Coinstar.
I haven't been in Walmart, like actually walked through the part where the Coinstar's
No,
out.
not
So
Walmart. No, I don't. I try not to. I try avoiding Walmart.
yeah. Well, unless I don't make them come outside to deliver my script or something. Like I'll go in and grab that. So I just go in the doors on that end, go to that because it's right by the door, get it and get out of there.
Yeah. Well, I tell you one thing. I was reading a statistic. A person whose union works, let's say for, well, $18 an hour may seem a lot in other states, but in California, that's barely above the proposed $15 minimum wage. But they were saying for every union job, it supports up to, well, don't quote me, but up to 7 more people. The trickle. They say that when they go buy, groceries, and if they go,
cost of living is more there.
Yeah, yeah. So it's going to be crazy next year. See how it goes.
Yeah. Well, that's like the guys with Scott when they're, fresh hired on. They start out at like 13 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like that. How is that enough? And I mean, granted, they do get per diem, and the rooms are paid for. But and I mean, they're pretty much usually, I shouldn't say pretty much, guarantee 40-hour work week, if not more. But they do that 40 hours in 4 days. Just work 4 to 10.
It's just like when I was a shop steward, and they were talking about having 2-tiered system where us are grandfathered in, and the guys coming in will get less pay. They have to work more hours to get their journeyman, and if they don't get journeyman, they can't get benefits. So when we voted that in, our company starts slowing down, so they start laying people off. And when those guys went back to work in the same industry, they couldn't get hired on as journeyman clerks. They had to start all over again, and they didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So they
don't want to pay them the same money either.
No. I mean, it was so bad, trying to get a job after I got out of the grocery business. Way back in '86, I worked for the post office for $5 an hour as a casual, temporary. But by that time, my unemployment had run out, and I had to get something in,
Right.
So I was making more money at $5 an hour than I was getting unemployment.
Dang.
But by the time my taxes were taken out, I was back at the level of unemployment.
Yeah. Gosh, I can remember. I don't even remember how much I started out at my first job with Burger King. I had a speeding ticket and I had paid off. So it's like, well, guess what? Don't get to play volleyball this year. Guess I'll get a job.
Well, here's the difference. I was working at the grocery store my first year, and I think minimum wage at that time was $1.75 an hour, and I was making $5.01 an hour as a box boy.
No, so I was thinking. I know when I worked at a pizza place, like a local one, it started, and that was in '97. I want to say I was making Yeah, $5.25 an hour to start out. And so I mean, from what you're saying, 86 to just we'll say 90. Yeah, that's 97. I mean, 11 years. That definitely, and location, like we were saying. Yeah, I'd say that wasn't bad at all, sir.
America.
I'm finally looking at my change, and I'm like, the guys will come in here and try to hand it to me, and I'm looking, I'm like, you're gonna like mess up my flow. So it's just like, here, put it in this ashtray, and I'll get to it.
Students are looking at $half? Or is
I'm
that quarter?
looking at a 64 cruise set at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the only one I ever bought, I sold at auction. So
I haven't even tried to go back to the bank. I even went through my old. I think I told you guys yesterday or today. Was it yesterday? Last night?
I don't know. Yesterday was when YouTube was having tons of problems.
Oh.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Well,
So maybe not. It might have hurt it.
well, I went through my old box that was sitting there since March, and I went through it again. I went through it, and I had a few extra books, so I went through the books and changed some old ones out that it wasn't as good as the ones I found last night, and I traded them out and upgraded, the look of the book. It looked nicer now, and I ended up taking out three more rolls out of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun though. You're like, yeah, look at that now. And then I was thinking, I should have took a before and after picture.
I should have done that too. I was looking at Dansko, not the albums, but the folding ones. And I remember those. That my dad had Dansko back in the day, or they looked similar to him. I'm not even sure 100%. I was looking for them today, and I couldn't find them. Well, they would have been 60s or 70s when he had them.
Were those brown?
They were brown.
Okay.
Dark brown.
I was just saying. I guess I'd only seen Whitman ones, the blue ones. Yeah, like that. I guess that was pretty common.
They had gold. They had gold leaf, and it had a round circle on two sides, and kind of like a floral leaf on each side.
Hey, Mike Wolf. Oh, how's it going?
I haven't checked my chat in 26 of them. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Somebody did say that earlier, but I really wasn't.
Hey, Friday the 13th is the day that my daughter was born, so it's a lucky day. Yeah, Renee, she was born on the 13th.
Awesome.
As a matter of fact, my mom wanted to call my daughter because in Mexico they have a habit of calling children after not their birthday, but more after their saint's day. And sometimes if the name doesn't fit the date, then they'll take, like my mom's is Anna, and her saint's name is in July. So my aunt always calls her in July for her saint's day, but she doesn't really call her on her birthday. So they celebrate more of the saint's day than the
actual
birth
day. Yeah.
If that was the kids, I was telling, hey, send me both of them. Jeez. I ain't picky.
Like, now it's my birthday. Oh, Mike Wolf says hello, Stern, and hello, Hector, as well.
Yeah, I saw. I'm in chat right now, but I just can't respond to him because I don't have.
I said hello.
Oh, okay. I get to listen to more to story than greetings after I say it. I don't know. I try, guys. I try.
Even Coin Captain says not a lot going on here. Says, well, no, I'm cleaning house while I'm online, so.
I was just going to be doing this anyway, whether it was by myself lurking on like one of Ken's old streams or doing something ridiculous. So figure why not.
Oh my gosh, that's what I need to look in my old hangouts to see if I can find a good one. I love watching those. Some are so funny.
But I acquired a whole bunch of 64 proof sets, and I don't need this many. So I was hoping somebody would feel frisky and want one or two. No, I didn't send orders having an auction Monday. Monday, yeah. 7.
Yay, good job. I guess I kind of got these mixed up. I put stuff from being on other people's channels under Hangouts, even though the old Hangouts are on it.
I can't tell if this is DDO 21 or DDO 2. I think it's DDO 2. Which would be cool. Off the block, man.
Dang, I really feel like there's some stuff missing out of this I'm not too happy about. I'll find it.
Oh, I would love to get 30 shipped. And if it's one of the ones with the aggressive DDO, help me figure out which one it is, and then I don't know, it wouldn't be much more than that, and then you can have fun sending it in, because I'm going to do the same with a few of my 70 sets. But I ended up with like 8 64 sets, and I'm only keeping 1 or 2 of them because I found one with a decent Kennedy that I would like to send in. I don't know if anybody needs any earlier sets, but we had some toners.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess maybe I left him under the PV Kin. Because that's how I had the, what do you call it, folder or group for that.
And I was the one who opened all these, so they were one time, or if they actually had a coin fax, like a coin fax should be, they would show one on there. And that's cool.
Oh, dude, have you been watching the, I don't know if it's like a redo or something you've already watched, dude, the PCGS, like coin grading class thingy?
I only seen one so far.
I didn't know if it was like an ad for like one that they'd already done or if it was a new one or.
Oh, with the microchip?
Online.
The what?
Are you talking
You
about
mean
the
the one
microchip?
that's free?
Yeah.
You lost me now.
I don't know. You both talked at the same time, so I just was like, should I say yes or no?
Are you talking about the slabs with the microchip?
No, not slabs, class. Tutorial from them.
Oh, well, Hector informed me that they shut down everything PCGS related in Colorado until like 2024.
He just said he watched one.
Oh yeah, I watched all those. They only
Okay.
do 15-minute snippets of the hour and a half seminars.
Okay, that's why I said I didn't know if it was a new one or if it was
No.
like recycled.
I watch those about once a week.
Why did we make it so hard?
I wish they would have done full seminars, like legit do the whole seminar and stream it. Oh, coin capture norm, like what? $30 for the 64 cents.
How much?
30. I went for about what you could get them for on eBay minus the shipping because they're $29.99 and then their shipping involved. I figured I would do 30 flat. And these ones are absolutely quality sets because I opened most of them because I wanted to find an accent hair, but I didn't find an accent hair, unfortunately. And most of them have this double die Kennedy right here. Because I think they all came from one owner because they were all sealed, they were all real nice, and it was out in the estate sale. But I think this is DDF2 right here, which is a $100 coin. Is it Proof 67 without cameo?
Did you see what Mike Wolf said?
I will look at the one. I seen that 10 Ooh, that's awesome. So try to be the first one if they're actually like attribute now and try to get that sent out to like Wexler or somebody first, and that way you can get your name just in the book for something that somebody's going to get their name in the book anyway. Be number one. I tried to do that last year with the 2019 Denvers. I tried to beat the race.
I just turned over a couch and I found a 1960D penny.
You're
Yes.
awesome. I put my hand in my heater vent the other day and pulled out like 3 Indians, 4 silver dimes. I swear, I think there was a 1939 nickel. It's horrible. And that's just what I could reach. Yeah, Wexler or Wiles. Wiles is the Kaneka and Variety Vista guy. So if you go to Variety Vista, there's that whole little section for attribution, which he will tell you how to send them to him. And Wexler has that same little chunk on wexlersdoubledie.com. And I think they're roughly the same price, $4 or $5 per coin. You can only send in 3 at a time. There's a whole spiel that we can follow.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm still sitting on quite a few ones that I don't. I got to send them out eventually. I'm just sitting on all these new varieties that I don't know what to do with. I feel almost ridiculous at a certain point. I call it the bless my heart list. Oh, bless your heart. You need to know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, little buddy.
Yeah, because that's what people think when you tell me I have like a 15 list of new varieties that you can't match. You're like, oh, you're dumb. You can't fix that kind of stupid, huh?
Bless your heart.
Where's your helmet? They let you out without your helmet today?
Yep.
True story. That's the look she get though.
Well, I have bared witness to this, I believe.
Oh yeah, taking out the drum of dryers is a very smart thing to do. You can make actual profits that way. I was doing appliances, and sometimes we'd make like $30 taking out all the dryers. And that was before I knew how to coin collect or that you could coin collect. So who knows what I was throwing them back into circulation. I'd like not to think of that. Down.
Coin Captain said, I was told if you're going to get a coin attributed that you should have it graded first.
Yes,
Actually,
I'm a huge advocate. But if you're getting a new coin attributed, if you send it to Wexler or Wiles, all they do is verify that it is a new variety or a new something or another. They write
that
you
it's
a letter.
something. Yeah.
And then when you get your coin back with that letter, you can then send that letter to the respected company that that likes that said person. Wexler, Annex will grade anything from Wexler, and Wiles, NGC does the Kaneka and Wiles attribution. And then PCGS, that's Bill Thieves, because that's the Thieves Stanton. The S number is for PCGS. So once you send it to the person who they respect and will say, okay, we'll listen to him, then yes, I advise you send that coin for grading. And then when it comes back, send that coin back with the note, with the variety, and then that way they don't meticulously scope your coin before they grade it.
Right.
Huge advocate on that.
It's like having your doctor's note for school. Like, bam, okay.
I will always spend double the money if I have a good variety, because I feel that they grade coins under a 5, maybe 7 times loop. They grade variety coins under a 30 times loop. I don't need them looking that hard at my coin right off the bat. I need them looking at it under a 5 power loop and then putting a grade on it. And then I'll just send it back in that slab and say, hey, put this label on it now. You've already graded it. Thanks.
Man, I've got one that looks almost as beautiful as that.
Tony. I don't know if you have any dime variety collectors, but I grabbed a pretty expensive variety today. Wish our coins was that cool in detail. With a sweet lion armrest.
Right on, Mike. That's a good idea.
Oh, there's Starbucks. Howdy, you do.
Hey. I totally lost my train of thought.
I pulled out a bunch of coins because the order said he was finally going to send me my memorial things.
I gotta let dog out. I'll be right back.
So it's just you, me, and me, Hector. It's a 1 penny, but when you flip her, not too bad, Jeff. How you doing, my friend? I've been better. My deaf dog is going blind right now. I mean, I don't know if it's due to infection, tumor, him having deficiencies, being that he's deaf already. But it's happened in like something like 72 hours. He went from having full vision to less than 10%. I can't get him to the hospital with him. So I have a very scared 5-year-old dog who's deaf and now blind and not even very old, and it's breaking my damn heart. It's been a rough day. This one. How's everybody else doing now? We made it all soppy with my speaking of which, there's some admin. That's a bummer. I'm sorry to do that, man. Yeah, I noticed the other day that he had no movement when I did something in front of one of his eyes, and I was like, that's weird. So I checked, and he had no vision out of his right eye. And then today I checked, and he had like jack out of the other eye. Now he walks with his face against the ground because he doesn't know where he is. Kids are inside. He's all scared. Well, we also have a 62 booster. Oh, who we got? I have to shrink to figure out if she's here. Well, here. Oh. Yeah. I got a roll of Indians. I know who doesn't want to hear that. I'll go 5 of you. If anybody wants up, let me know. I'll take it. Okay. I got no problems doing that.
So who we left?
Huh?
Who we left?
She's dealing with a sick puppy, I think. I don't know if she's gonna hop up or not. She's in shit.
Oh.
Well, if you need any 66s, 64s, I think I have an extra 63, 2, and 1.
What, mid sets?
Proof sets.
Who sets?
I have a bunch of. I couldn't say no to a once in a lifetime 64 opportunity. But now I have so much I need to get, out of my possession because I don't need it maybe. But they're flawless. I couldn't believe it. I'm still glad I did that. I'll keep one of them.
Well, my wife was a little surprised I bought something from the mint, and then she hears how well it's going to do. Change her mind real quick.
Those two are my sets. These ones we're not keeping. It's got a nice little hue of room.
Did she approve?
Special mint set, so ish. I mean, kinda. They didn't get the full proof strike, but yet they got enough of it to where they don't count full step nickels or full torch dimes, which I think they should, because full step nickels are not necessarily an abundant find on SMS sets or any of the years, to be honest. Like this
Well,
one,
that's a kind of
this one doesn't have full steps
a
at all.
rule.
What's that, Hector?
I said that's kind of a funny rule. But you just almost have to go with the kind of like an attitude or something.
Yeah, they're proof like, but they're not proof, so they don't get the proof designation, but they don't get the business strike designation either, because full step nickels don't mean anything and full torch dimes mean absolutely nothing. But yet, as you can see, 90% of the sets I look at do not have full steps or a full torch, as you can see here.
Do they do that on purpose? Not strike it that strongly?
No, I don't know if they strike these in the same way they struck the proofs, because proofs get struck 3 times under a stronger press. I don't know how the SMS coins were struck, but I do know that the proofs are struck 3 times under like its own little mini press. It's a cool little video to watch, actually. I can't decide if I want to cack it or send it and try again because I think it's undergraded like a mofo. Hi, what's wrong, my friends? I guess I don't have any real aspirations of being monetized anytime soon. So I can play music while we do this. Since there's not a whole lot of chitty chatty.
I'm gonna mute you for a minute. I'm gonna put the vacuum on.
Hey, you did it, right? I'm gonna try to guess the overall tempo of the crowd I got here based on who I'm talking. Oh, adios, Jeff, sir. So we have Mike Wolf. I don't think Mike Wolf listens to. Where are you from, Mike Wolf? Or where do you reside, state? You know, don't have to be too accurate. Everybody is looking for Missouri and Texas. Okay. My guess would be this would be a sharp choice. If anybody's looking for a variety, let me know. I do have a surplus of stuff. And there's well, I gotta take my dog to the hospital, but after that there's an estate sale with a coin collection tomorrow. And that will actually be the first time I have found a estate sale with the respected person who had passed being a collector. Normally I find the dude who runs the sale and is a collector or was a collector, so he just brings all of the coins he accumulates with him. So I'm super excited to see what that might bring. Let me know if this is extraordinarily loud to anybody. I don't own the rights to this. I didn't write it. It would be cool if I did, though, because it's a good song. Oh, Mike Wolf. Yes, sir. The 98.0. Just in weight alone, that's a $20 coin. I mean, just in silver weight, it's minimum a $20 coin. Turn that down just a little bit more. Yeah. I don't have my red book next to me at the moment, so I don't know exactly what the 98.0 is worth. I know it's a year I don't have.
You're always looking for men's sets all the time?
Proof sets, yeah. Min sets, yes, as well. Depends on the year, but yeah, I'll buy any 1970 proof set I get shown always, unless it's like Boo, because I love the 70 proof set. It's my favorite. I find stuff in there, and I have pulled out a small date or two, which had me hooked right off the bat. And a couple of these here Kennedy FS 101s. I've pulled out a few of these now. If somebody wants one of these, I got one. Yeah, I buy 70 sets. I buy 70 and older sets, really. But I have made it down to 54. And now I need... Oh, Mike Wolf, if you don't end up getting that back, let me know. I will shoot you mine until the foreseeable future, because I use the CPG and the other books for that info. So if that becomes an issue, that'll be headed your way. Easy peasy. It literally sits over there in the corner, all back of the bus. Yeah, but I've made it down to 54. I have 54, 5, all the way up until 79? No, 86. 86. And then I'm missing an 87, then 88. And I got from 89 to 90 and a 92. And then I have a 2000. So I'm missing a whole lot of upper years. It's only a bummer due to the Dansco issue that we come across with missing all those, because the back pages of the Dansco have a spot for the silver clad and the clad, or the silver proof and clad proof for all of the years. So your book looks super empty if you don't have them, because you can put 2 in and then you have to leave 2 empty. Which makes for kind of an ugly page.
Did you buy most of those Roosevelts, or did you find them?
Oh, yeah, no, I built this myself. So this was an empty album when I bought. Some were coin show purchases, some were just junk silver purchases from back in the day, and I always, I'm not going to aim for the junk coins. And then I had ended up with a roll of 55 S's, and Starbucks Jeff sent me a 54 S, I think, or D1 or 2. And then I found 2 pages at an LCS, but this is a normal page without the proofs, then that's unacceptable. So I am using it currently backwards to put all of my from 79 up until 92p, it looks like. So I just need the proofs. And one more
Those
coin.
I'll probably have to buy, huh? The proof ones.
They're not super expensive. It's just a bummer that you have to buy 2 of them for every year, starting at like, I don't remember what year they started it, but it's before 2013, where you got to
Like
get
a
2
proof Philadelphia, proof. No, wait a minute. Hold on.
silver proof, clad proof, silver
Yeah,
proof, clad proof.
no, it's not the mint. It's type of coin.
Yeah, it's because they make 2 proof sets each year. They make one for the silver collector, and then they make one just for the numismatic collector. And there's a huge price differential in the 2. Like the silver proof sets are exponentially more expensive because they have all 4 of the quarters for that year are going to be silver. Your half is going to be 90% silver again, right? I think either they're 90% silver or they switched it to being 999. I can't remember. Either they did the 999 for a special year or they switched it over not very long ago. It needs which one they did.
I'll be right back. I gotta dump some water.
Run. We're good, buddy. Oh, I pulled this out of the album. Out of the backup album. My birth year. It's my birth year and location. I was born in '89 in Denver. Can't wait to finish a page in this book. I'd be so excited. I have 2 in this one and a 3. Yeah. Good night, Michael, sir. Oh, always, Mike. That's my favorite thing to do is teach. I hope to retire to school, teaching kids about how cool money used to be. Like the yo-yo guy, but with a purpose.
That would be my deal.
That's really what I want to do. Yeah, I want to go around to do assemblies for like middle school, like maybe late elementary, 5th, 6th graders. And I want to do like sulfur tests and show them what you can do about turning coins colors for. But I also want to teach them the value of numismatics and to do that only on bullion and or common date coins because the common date coin does not get rarer with time. There's one thing Ken taught me. It was exactly that. You can turn a scarce coin or a harder to find coin into a bit more rare by adding collectors to your hobby. But a common date coin will always be a common date coin. Unless there's varieties. Then you have our avenue. We also have this if anybody's needing to start a peace dog album anytime soon. Not. So we got a brand spanking new one. And there's also a series that I do not collect, which is this. There's never even been a coin in this album. So I don't want it either. Oh, back up to 4. Good morning, everybody. Now that it is... Oh, it's only 1 a.m. here. Good evening, everybody.
Well, it's midnight over here.
I know. It's even earlier for you. I can't say good morning yet. It is not past 3 a.m. That was the time when back in the day, if I ever stayed up too late, when it hit 3 a.m., I would quit trying to sleep and I would start playing video games or something because it was pointless to try. Just make me more.
See ya, Mike.
You guys are gonna poop a little when you see my channel sticker idea. Air quotes. I'm pretty excited about it. Unfortunately, it's going to cost me a minimum of $65. More than I like. But it's an idea that's never been done before. Woo! Pretty excited. So I thought I cherry picked an 1888 over 87. I was wrong, unfortunately. But I did cherry pick a Snow or an FS 503. Or no, 303. It's a 303 variety, which is even cooler because that's my area code. So I thought this little mark right here, down yonder, over at the bottom of this 8. So right there. I thought down at that corner was the 8 over 7. I was mistaken. Wait, you see this right here? That there is something else. That is a misplaced date for the 1888, also known as FS303. Fortunately, there has been one of these sold ever, and it sold for a drastically different price than the price guide gives you. The price guide says that this value for this variety in this grade is worth $30, but there's only been one coin sold of this variety at all, and it happened to be in a G4 or a G4 whatever, where it says it would be $30. That coin sold for $380. So I don't know what to do with that information. I like the actual realized price a whole lot more than the price guide price. So I don't know who's here for that information, but I hope you enjoyed it and you get to take advantage of that. But leave a few for me because I'm going to take advantage of that a few more times. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We got some 1970s varieties out the wazoo. If anybody needs to add or want to start one of them collections, shoot. I could help you with like at least 6 or 7 of the 20 something double dice they have for that year. And if if the offer's right, I even have the RPM for that one too. And small date. And it's only proof if you need. But the proof happens to be a variety, so I ain't selling that for normal pricing. Because that's the privilege of knowing what you look at. Once in a while, you get to charge them $50. It's like your commission for your schooling. Your knowledge pays you. You can see this here on his breast plate, his jacket, his vest, whatever this happens to be. I don't know what they call it other than just a pickup for it. I think it's re-engraved jacket because it's really crudely done, to be honest. It's like the hieroglyphs on the black boxes in Egypt. Boom! Just crudely scraped into the surface. But let's pick a point for a DDO. Ooh, this is actually a really good one. I don't know how many of these I've ever found. So, let's largen this up a bit. Kuchiga. If I can direct your attention to the center of the L right there, and that little crevasse that's been made that shouldn't exist by itself. We'll start there. But that little extra chunk, I've never seen one of those either. And I just recently went through Variety Vista looking at the 70S's due to proof reasons. But this is one of the fatter spreads. And I don't remember seeing this one up there. I'm going to get on the BB. There's some notching on the W. Yeah, we found a decent one, I'm sure of it. So there's that. Oh. Oh, we still only have 2 people in here? Well, I hope one of you learned something sweet just now.
What's that?
Oh, I said there's 2 people in chat watching. I hope at least one of them paid attention and learned something sweet just now. Because that was a variety in which I don't know if the world has distributed or written down yet. I don't think I remember seeing this one. I need to check copper coins.
I got a question for you.
I might have an answer for you, Hector.
Okay. When you look at the difference between AU-58 red brown. Is it possible to have a brown 60, 61, 62?
It's possible to have a red brown 63 in a red brown 58 holder, Hector.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
You buy the coin, not the slab, and there is so many reasons for that being a very, very overused and cliche kind of statement. It's because it's just like looking through rolls. It doesn't matter if the person before you was looking for stuff. Who's to say they were competent? And when it comes to PCGS, they won't attribute something unless you pay for it. So unless you say, hey, I'm going to give you $15 to put that there's a DDO on the slab, and they will, if it's correct. But even if there is a DDO on that coin, if you don't pay that $15, they're going to leave that off of that slab, and it's just going to be a normal graded coin. So looking at graded coins is it doesn't mean that there's not a variety on them. For
Right.
one, competency issue and a payment issue, because everybody needs their money. When it comes to searching through proof sets or rolls, yeah, it's how smart or how genuinely good were the people who held it before you. I can contest to that varying drastically. That's a roller coaster. Sometimes you can go to a dealer, a coin shop, and you can get as lucky as paying for a large date and getting a small date proof set, which has happened to me on one occasion, where proof sets cost about $80 at a shop for the small date, and the large date costs about $10. He sold me 2 small dates for large date pricing and rushed me out the door without letting me open them to see if they were like spotty or anything. And that was his mistake, because he sold me 2 small dates for proof set for large date prices and rushed me out the door without letting me or him check on them. And he lost himself about $140 that day. Because I was not going to go back in and tell him. He was incredibly rude and straight up rushed me out without letting me look at my purchase first. And that was his fault, and karma punched him right in the face for it immediately. That was stupid. Even if he would have let me open them, my reaction probably wouldn't have. I wouldn't have been able to hide it. I had never found a small date proof set before. They were my first 2, and I got them both at the same time, and it was my only purchase at the store that day. I would have been excited. He would have been able to catch that excitement and charge me appropriately. But no, he wanted to be a jerk. And I thank him for that. Because it made my conscience feel perfectly fine with walking out that store without letting him know what he had done. Because he was banking on it going the other direction and then being mediocre sets that I probably would have put back due to spottiness. And you watched the Q&A, right, Hector?
What's that?
You watched the Q&A?
Oh, yeah.
Adam Chambers. That's all I have to say. Adam Chambers.
Adam Chambers?
Yep. That dude, I don't know what he makes on an annually basis, cherry picking eBay, but I know it's probably more money than I made this year altogether, including work and everything. It's probably more money than I made last year, because he does exactly what we all strive to do. He puts the capital down to create some serious capital, and I'm sure he's got more experience than me, because I don't know, I've only got about a year in me, and I know that the coins that he's grabbing, they're mind-boggling. When your mind's all trapped in a bottle.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my. I can hear you, but you'll be not hearing me because I'm gonna turn the vacuum on.
You're fine, man. I mean, I just go my notes, so we're gonna leave that. No. So this here morning, not only do I feel she's underrated, I think that the PL isn't out of the realm of possibilities. And I know that the year in question that I have is one that's quite hard to get PL because the 1880 San Francisco and 1881 San Francisco were two very, very well struck coins that produced a lot of really, really, really good mirror finish reflective fields. And they became accustomed to that. So in order for the 1880 and 81 San Francisco Morgans to get the grade that they truly deserve, they got to have something special about them on top of what they truly deserve. Just because their population's a pretty gorgeous gene pool, you know what I'm saying? But stuff like this makes your coin extra unique and changes the premium values. Because this little dollar sign here is a RPM to the west. Agreed, from Captain. And when they do, I've recently learned due to, well, the astronomically ridiculous amounts of lights that I have here. This one's on a dial. This one's on a dial. That's actually the strongest light bulb I've ever found. It's 2,100 and something lumens. And up until then, the strongest I had ever found is 1,600. So I keep that on a thing that I can move up and around. It's super ghetto rigged. It's a microphone stand with one of those extender lights hooked up to it to where I can extend my microphone stand all the way up in the air and then move this thing around. Oh, it sank. And then that way I have like a super sweet boom arm on my light bulb. I can put that thing anywhere. And I'm a proof set hunter, which I don't know if you guys knew or could tell. It's my jam. Lighting's everything. You can be looking square at a expensive variety, and if your light is but a flicker the wrong setting, you're not going to see it. And that is actually something I personally take full advantage of constantly. Because let's just say I'm glad I didn't get rid of a lot of the sets that I had questions about early on. Because trust your gut, pattern recognition is a thing. If what your brain says it's not the normal, it's not what you see every day, it's either due to damage, which I highly agree is more often than not. Equally as often, I would say almost equally as often, it's a minor doubling. Some are doubled in such a small extra spread that it's just fattening of letters. And unless you can really show a dent or split, you're just kind of you're not gonna have anybody agree with you easily. That's more of a convincing them of what you have instead of showing them what you have, and that's the difference of variety and you filling up a tube of coins that you don't know what to do with. So convincing is what you gotta. If it's a struggle for you to word or visualize what you're trying, put it aside until you have a scope that's more appropriate, or until you have a lighting or knowledge. My issue was knowledge and lighting. I used to blind it out like everybody else does, and I've learned that relying on outside lighting and not your scope for majority of what you want, and then just turning it on just that legit bare essence to make your letters glow. Watch this. How much? Yeah, just enough for the letters to glow. That way I have no spot on any of my devices where it's too bright to see the actual metal. Is what I try to do. I try to make it to where I have a full outline, but none of it is like this. There's no power button. I can turn it up and fix it immediately. So, oh, it is all that cool. Blinding. I want to take all that white away. So I have my desk literally surrounded with lights. All different strength, size, quality, and spectrum. Yeah, and I've learned, so I've had one of those Walmart tripods that's super ghetto, but it had the light ring that you hook up to the top and you can move it everywhere. Well, I just kind of, I engineered it. So I threw those little wall hooks and I opened them up and threw them in there into the thing that used to house onto my now broken tripod. And I put that directly above my scope to where I don't get those sweet lines if you pick up your scope super high for a full point view. You know, you have those little dots. Well, you don't have those dots anymore. And now if you just turn down your ring light accordingly for whatever you're looking at, silver takes a little bit less light than the copper and the nickel. So you just grab your little thing, turn it down until the white goes away. And it's not terrible with color with this, which is why I started playing with it. I didn't like how fake it made the coins look when you had everything so blinding. And then I found out how much stuff I was about to throw back into circulation or sell for no premium when I was actually looking at something rather expensive. And I will take the 1970 set as testament to that, because I almost sold this one, which is an FS 101 in a late die stage, which is this coin. Is this in the later die stage, which almost makes this part of the S where it splits here look like it's just light changing on the one that is now before you, which is why I almost got rid of it. But playing with light just enough allowed everything that I had been missing to show up. And being too close is also an issue. If light doesn't get a chance to bounce back appropriately, it's not going to bounce back the way it needs to show you the shadows where it actually has different depth on the device. And that's something I've recently learned, that too close is just as bad as too far. And that's still kind of hard for me because I like to be, I like to be in that molecular level too. And how I figured that out is I could have my coin this far away and I could see the splitting perfectly. And I'd find it, I'd match it. And then say I wanted to really get in there and I'd go in, I'd look at it from this level and it would be gone. Just because it's too close for the light to go where it needs to and then bounce back appropriately. And this is just unnecessary. But RPMs, it's kind of nice. But see this is actually split right here. But when you're this close, you can manipulate where it looks like the split is. It never really changes where it is, but it really screws with the little pyramids that make up luster. Daniel Malone did a video on it where luster is a billion little pyramids on your coin. And anytime you wash it, scrub it, wipe it, you're taking off the tips of the pyramids. And then that way they don't bounce back light the same way as they should. And there's no way to bring those back. You've destroyed the top of the pyramids, and now you have broken pyramids that don't shine light the same. I know for some reason that analogy for me was perfect. It stuck. So the trick is to keep as many of them little pyramids on the face of your coin. Perfect. Yeah, we can actually go to where I'm sure it is doubled, but it's impossible to see when you're so close. Which is this S right here, which is my main focal point for this variety. Because it's the eye spot where your brain thinks it. But it also is really affected by dye stage. And that means I think this is going to be I had to guess, I would say small date. Yes, sir. But this isn't just a small date. This is the 1402. You can tell by the inside loop of the 9er. Get this appropriately. It's got a decent split. And the part that goes back into the 9 should be way pointier. This being bulbous almost had the Q&A tell me it was a small date or a large date. The Shay did some digging. He found the variety, which it is. Told me to do some extra digging, which I in turn did some extra digging. And matched this to 1402. Which World Numismatic News. I'm pretty sure Coin Help You, Justin Morgan, Robert Lawson, and probably, I didn't say Ken, he's up there. They all have a video on the 70S varieties. I don't have one yet, but I'm working on it. I'm going to entitle it Call Me Crazy, but I think there's a medium date. but there's a medium date. Because I'm pretty sure that with an overlay program, I can prove that there is, in fact, a large date, a medium date, and a small date. That's all I'm going to say on that matter for the moment. I don't want to sound crazy and have people tell me, oh, bless your heart. Lord. We'll look at that W. Or U and W. Coaching. And I would give that coin. No, let's see. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I didn't mean to unmute that. My apologies.
no problem. I got a question for you. Another one. I got a 5-set box proof 1980.
Yeah.
Got it from Sen Hoarder.
I know. I'm surprised you
And I
haven't
was
opened it
wondering-
yet.
I was looking for any kind of errors or varieties that were on the 1980
Yes, there is. There's an
Yeah.
RPM.
on the
I think
nickel, right?
No, on Lincoln even.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
And I'm pretty sure there's a big DDO for one of them too. One of the Lincolns. I don't remember if it's the Philly or the Denver, but I know that I've pulled a couple of varieties, whether they be too small to list, haven't been found yet, or what have you. But there's some varieties on the 80s, and there's also full steps and full torch matter. If you can get full torch or full steps on one of those mints for that year in a decently high grade, it pays exponentially.
Well, I haven't checked it yet,
I'm-
but I'm going
You
to.
would be surprised with exponentially like a couple $1,000 if you get a good high grade with full steps in the business strike for nickels. That's an expensive coin. That's an expensive coin.
Now, the day that I crack those open, I should put them in a flip right away, right?
I do. I normally, well, when you crack those open, they're in mint cellos.
I'm sorry?
They're in mint cellos, so they're gonna come in an envelope with two of these. Except instead of having clear edges, one's gonna have a blue rim and one's gonna have a red rim. Blue is for one mint, red is for the other. I mix them up all the time. I think
they're in plastic case.
No. That would be for the proof sets. You didn't get proof sets. You got mint sets.
Right. So I got that with a cellophane one.
Get mint sets come in mint cellos, color coded. I have one example. I just gotta find it. This would be the. Hold on, as I said, I got weird. Philadelphia. Blue is for Philly, red is for Denver. So you get two of these little mint cellos. One's going to have blue rim with a blue thing. One's going to have red rim with a red thing. As you can see, I have no Kennedy in here. It's
Right.
because for 1969, they only produced one Kennedy, and it was in the Denver set. This one gives you both of the Lincolns. You get the Philadelphia, San Francisco, or the Philadelphia and San Francisco business strike.
Well, I'm going to invite you guys I'm gonna invite Midnight and you and Sin Hoarder and who else? Probably Johnny Ray. Open invitation, opening box, live streaming, and check them out.
Oh, look, another 70S. I keep those things everywhere.
I thought I heard an owl outside. Let me check it out.
Oh, it could have been me. There is an owl that has lived outside of my apartments or like around where I've lived for the
Okay.
past 10 years.
Let me check out anyway.
I would. It's my favorite animal. My favorite land animal. The owl and the cuttlefish, because the cuttlefish is like the craziest smart alien thing in the effing world. They can change the texture of their bodies. Like, they can make themselves smooth, or they can make it look like they have 3-inch effing horns everywhere. It's up to them. And then they can make it strobe different trippy colors at you while they do it. And they have a poisonous black beak, which is creepy as hell. And their brain is larger than their entire body. Like, It sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it does. And they can change color in complete darkness, which means they don't have any kind of visual stimuli in order to camouflage from anything else, which I think is incredibly fascinating. They mimic whatever is directly under them, which I find crazy. It's not what's in front of them, it's what's under them.
Nope, there's a big owl outside my door.
Dude, take pictures if you can. That is so awesome. Do you know that they are the apex predator of the sky? The only thing an owl fears is other owls. I've watched an owl snatch a sleeping eagle out of its nest. It was on like a trail cam. And they're the only bird that has wings designed to make them fly silently.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to get a new microscope. I'm so excited. Play life. I need to hurry up and sell these proof sets so I can pay the dude who sent my coins in for grading for me so he can quit holding them hostage before my 60-day time limit's up when he tries to sell it. Little butthole. Cheerio. I didn't like how thin their plastic was, so I literally stapled a card protector for baseball cards to a thing from like, I don't know, what was this from? No. But I didn't puncture the cello at all. But now I feel much safer about its safety. When it comes to mint cellophane proof sets, I say after that noise, I prefer SMS sets without the blue thing in them. Much safer, much more airtight. And one day I'll create like a little index like you used to have for your business cards. And I'll be able to just flip them all through. You know? Pretty ingenious, like I think. And I'll be able to look through all my proof sets without damaging anything. Or having them turn into. Hold on, wait for it. This. Fun part about opening proof sets is it's not all about the hunt for cameos. At a certain point, it turns into a please God, let the next one not be tarnished or spotty or just straight up ugly. Because man, sometimes they get ugly. It's not all cherry picking kick ass when you're opening an envelope. I've learned that I'm not a fan of the year 63. I opened 3 of them, and I have officially eaten 363 sets. Because I can't sell them for what I paid. There's no way. Not for those colors. I'm gonna save one of them for a conservation experiment. Oh, and I have one sealed 64 proof set, so I forgot about that. I saved just the one. Thank you for letting me talk to myself. Or talk. I know. It's kept my mind off my dog. Poor dog. I've been this sad many a year. Not a 64 set, but yeah, I do have a set. I can do an SMS set, but I would have to ask you to pay shipping still. Because I'm in them for 10 a piece, and I don't mind letting one go for a minute. And then I think I can get one of these in an envelope. I would obviously safety up the envelope a bit, but I think that can get down to I don't know how much the shipping is, but that would be the risky shipping. Otherwise, I know it's $4.75 to put tracking on any box whatsoever. Like the little padded envelopes with tracking. And I'm smart with the padded envelopes. I bubble wrap and then I tape that bubble wrap to the inside of the envelope, so it's like, it's pretty fun. They look at me all funny at the post office when I do it. Oh yeah, if they're tearing a bubble envelope, they're gonna shred a bubble envelope to get what's in there. 'Cause I'm taking it to every side. Oh, it's great. I'm gonna try to get more of these. I'm addicted. The 10-cent bill. Just 'cause that's fun to say. They have a 3-cent bill, but it's like AU condition and not cheap. Probably the coolest thing I've ever seen though. Because I'm a fan of odd denominations. I don't think you can get odder than a 3-cent bill. Because that in itself just feels wrong to say. Makes me really wrong. I do have, if you're working on any of your albums, I have 2002, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the Lincoln, and 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6 for the Jefferson in the proofs if you are doing the proof albums.
I haven't started yet, but I have considered it though.
Yes. See, I'm doing the proof albums because I figure why not? It adds some challenge because there's no way you can get all that in circulation anyway if you do the proof ones. And some of those proofs, not only do they turn cool colors in the album, but it is nice having that blast white and like black fields, like randomly polka dotting your pages in the album. It's kind of nice. I enjoy it actually. And then the years that they didn't have the proofs, holes for them. So, like Lincoln, they didn't do the proofs until 1970, which is kind of weird. Because for the nickels, quarters, dimes, and halves, they started in 1968, which still sucks because from 1936 until what 42, and then from 50 until 64, what do you do with all those proofs? I would like to collect them and have them with my stuff, so I'm just going to get a blank page and dedicate it to the long forgotten proof issues or something. And then like the varieties that I feel should have been in the book. I think that the proof small date and large date for 1970 should be in every album. I think the business strike small date and large date for the 1970s should be in every album. I feel the same way about the 60D large date small date, the 60 Philly large date small date, the proof large date small date. And if they're going to do it with the 82, there is no reason why they can get away with not doing it for the 70 and 60 completely. Because their lack of doing that for 1970 is the sole reason varieties for 1970 carry such a low value except for the main variety. If that was in an album, they would attribute the RPM, which they don't, which is stupid because it's a beautiful RPM. It's actually a triple strike. It's an S over S over S. But PCGS won't even look at it. And a business strike small date for The 1970S. I only know of 2 other people besides me who's actually found one in the wild. Oh yeah, sorry, Captain. I got carried away without looking. If you're still here,
I'm still here.
Corn Captain was talking about the 10-cent bill. So I was
Oh,
gonna show him the sweet collection, him and you. So we have a 10-cent bill with Meredith hiding his chin here. I like them because in different cool designs in the back, this will be received as or accepted as currency, blah blah blah. You can't deny this. This is actual legal currency. Because people were trying to say no, we won't accept it, and the government went, no, but you will. $0.25 bill. And my favorite so far is the 5-cent bill. Because it's got an iron stamp which rusted. And on the reverse it's got like a hologram eagle that is just BA. So much detail. Our money used to be rugged and like legit tough. Like you see this rim, you think you respect it. You think rugged, legit America. We lost that sense of badassery. Oh, I like it. There's another 25-cent. And these are all from the 1860s. This one was. I don't remember what this one tells me. The federal currency, or the Confederate currency, much larger than the fractional. $18.76. Oh, 1864 as well for this one. And Canada and their 25-cent bills. Good old Canada. Got to keep up with America. For their badass trident. We have the newer version, which I don't know how new it is. It stopped at 1900. And then for what he told me, the older version. And my personal favorite, the 50-cent bill. And these are part of the design. I think we need to tell everybody it because it would look so horrible if you actually thought that was the paper. But they did this on purpose for some reason. And that's where they put the date. Yeah, the first time I'd ever seen them was an estate sale, dude. CoinGeek just did a video on these, I want to say yesterday or the day before. He did a video on the original 25-center and the original 5-center, which I think this might be an original 5. But finding those ones are really, really hard, and they say different things, which this one might be. It says furnished, I think. Yep, furnished by the only one moment, please. Here. What does that say? Assistant? Oh, furnished by the only assistant treasurers, and that was a rather large word. I didn't see that coming. Obligated? And I feel stupid right now, but I'm tired, so it's not my fault. Andrew, this be stern. Unless Andrew's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Hector and his guitar. Subsidiaries, I think is what that says. No way. I'm gonna have to actually look at that and spell it in not old English so I can have my brain recollect it. Oh, this is the only one I need. I have to keep this one. But the other two, I know it sucks having to keep one of the three and not being able to keep the three together. These are worse. Even with a little letter in all. Yeah, my goal is to basically be like Sarah Horner and Sir Lawson, as I felt like calling him just now. I want to create a business and get my name so well known that I can go around from shop to shop and cherry pick their inventory, give them what I cherry picked, and have the increased premium value be my commission to a degree. Not all of it, but chunks. And then that way it's based on my performance and I'm not just getting paid to stare at people's coins ever because complacency kills. And I can't do that until I get a good enough name. But when I do get a good enough name, that will be the dream job of a lifetime for me personally. I couldn't imagine a better day. Having a schedule of, well, I'm going to go to this shop today. I'm going to fly out to this shop today. Spend my time out in Arizona, helping them make some extra Skrilla. Go out to Florida for the fun show or something. I can't wait because it's going to happen. I know my dagger. Damn dog made me cry all day. One of those is all. Shit. When I come across the estate sales, dude, I try to grab all of the fractional currency I can afford and justify. I have yet to come across the same bill twice, but as soon as I do, they're up for grabs. I keep trying. I'm like, all right, I'll grab all of those now, and every one has a different design, so I can't justify selling one, even though I have a couple of 25s. They're all different. That's not like the ASE, where it was the same forever. I'm gonna get that 3-cent bill. I'm gonna get it. I think it's like $100 and something though. For 3 cents, seems a bit off. Oh, I gotta make some videos because I need to put some stuff up on eBay and or Instagram because I gotta take my dog to the vet at 9 a.m. And I'm hoping to go to an estate sale with a coin collection afterwards. I've never been to one of those. I've been to an estate sale ran by a dude with Copeland's, but never one where the person who had passed away was the winner. Or the hobbyist. So I'm gonna go get bored and play with myself for a little while. Thank you, Hector. You're a badass. And you as well, Captain. And anybody else who had snuck in while I'm hitting this here button.